Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well and having a wonderful weekend. I am very excited to plant up some planters, some containers. I think that, of course, this season, during the spring season, when we go shopping at all the garden centers, we tend to just buy, and it's hard to keep up with the watering. These small containers, they dry out so quickly. I'm very happy to have planted up these flowering plants back here in this border, and now I get to plant up these planters. I forget what kind of planters they are. I think they're called the garland jardinier pots. These are from Unique Stone. This is a galvanized tub I got a few years ago, and I got this one from Home Goods. I think that if I could turn back time, I should have bought more. I love the pattern on this galvanized tub, and I just drilled a few holes at the bottom and it became a planter. I do like to customize my potting soil. Usually I get the premium potting soil, and then I would add in some compost and also soil amendments, particularly soil amendments that have mycorrhizae and humic acid. That way the potting mix has microbes in there that can help the roots to grow faster, and as well for nutrients to be picked up by the roots of the plants. I do like to pre-moisten my potting soil, and especially where I am, where it dries out very quickly, particularly when these pots are in a full-on sun, and they get sun probably 8 hours, 10 hours per day, perhaps sun up to sundown. You often will find that when a pot dries out, when you water, the water goes right out to the bottom because the soil has become hydrophobic, so it stops absorbing water, and you would actually have to take that pot and put it into a tub of water and let it soak up for the soil to become moist again. And this can be an issue, so that's why at the beginning I like to pre-moisten my soil, and I like to keep the soil moist. For those of you who live in climates where it's humid, where you get rain during the summer, which we don't, we go dry for many months here in California. And because of this, I have to make sure that my potting soil has moisture retention ability. And that's why I add compost, and that's why I pre-moisten, and that's why I keep an eye out to make sure that the soil is constantly moist. But a very important factor in this is that I make sure that there is drainage hole, because even though the soil is moist, even though the plants need constant moisture, they cannot be sitting on water because this creates all kinds of problems. The roots can develop root rot, there are fungal issues, your plant will die. I mean, all these factors can be from when you don't have drainage holes. Anyway, let's get planting before it gets dark. I have a 6-pack of Sweet Williams. This is Bouquet Rose Magic. Bouquet Rose Magic Sweet Williams, 18 to 24 inches tall, so between 1.5 to 2 feet tall and up to a foot wide. And because I'm not quite sure how long it will last during the upcoming summer heat, I'm just going to plant all 6 of these in this one tub together with the 2 Diamond Snow Euphorbias. I think I want the Diamond Snow Euphorbias to flank the sides, and then in the front I want to put in the Supertunia Mini Vista Pink Star. I also have 4 other Supertunia Mini Vista Pink Star Petunias that I will plant 2 each in these pots right here. Supertunia Mini Vista Pink Star is a vigorous and highly floriferous Supertunia, and it grows to, I've grown it before, I could plant just 1 in each of these pots because they grow a foot tall and spread about 2 feet wide. But I want to get a quick effect. I will also pot up my Sunstar Lavender Pentas, or Egyptian Starflower. This grows to about 22 inches tall and even up to 2 feet wide. And also the Surefire Rose Begonia, which gets to about 2 feet tall and wide. And these are the begonias. They're already quite large for their small pots. The Sunstar Lavender Egyptian Starflower, their growth is highly activated by the heat. Heat is coming. We're getting, I think we'll be over 100 degrees. We'll have our first 100 degrees day next Friday. And so the Pentas is like, I'm ready for the heat. All right, I'm gonna first plant up, I think I'll place this one in the front. This is Mini Vista Pink Star. All right, Mini Vista Pink Star goes in first. I'm gonna place these two Euphorbias on the sides. Okay, this other Euphorbia. I'll place one right here. I think right in the front right here. Okay, one right here, and another one right here. Wow, the wind. It's quite windy right now. Can you hear the wind? No, I'll squeeze a sixth one in the middle right here behind. There you go. First pot done. First container done. How's it look? I'm racing against the clock right now because it's really getting dark so quickly. We are after sunset after all. Okay, Egyptian star flowers are in. Now the two begonias. I'm really making a mess right now. All right. Okay. All right, Surefire Rose Begonia is in. Sweet Williams. And up close with the Supertunia Mini Vista Pink Star. Surefire Rose Begonia. This is an iconic garden begonia. And the Pentas, small now, but when the heat comes, give it heat and water and nutrition, this beauty will grow swiftly. So I want to show you my soil blend before I go. I have about, I think it's 70% of the potting soil. 30% is a mix between organic compost and the Fox Farm Happy Frog soil conditioner. And of course it adds to the mix mycorrhizae and humic acid, which are two ingredients that are really great as starter nutrients for freshly planted plants. I am so happy that I finished planting up these containers, and I'm going to keep the petunias and the pentas on a weekly water-soluble bloom booster fertilizer schedule. The dianthus probably every 2 weeks. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend and that you'll find some time to do some gardening as well.